Yes, people, what's going on? Hope you're all good. Reacting to the unfortunate Miami Dolphins loss to the Buffalo Bills, 31 to 28. And look, it's a loss. You know, let's be real with ourselves. It's a loss. It's an 0-2 start, which we didn't like. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. That's the way that it is, unfortunately, in this league. Didn't think we played that badly, not going to lie. Look, the big moments that cost us. There was a couple of missed opportunities. There was a couple of drops. Xavier Howard had one at the end. Byron Jones being out, the secondary, when he left, did not look anywhere near what I know it can be. You know, I think a lot of people were almost expecting us when we obviously got Byron Jones, Xavier Howard back, Bobby McCain. I think a lot of people thought, oh, we might even get some picks in this. You know, we might actually really put ourselves up with a good chance of winning games based on turnovers. But unfortunately, we just didn't do it. There was a couple of obviously other missed opportunities. You know, 4th and 1 should have gone in. You know, 4th and goal should have gone in. Didn't capitalise on it anywhere near enough. And it's just one of those things, you know. The only positive you can say from that is, of course, we then went, you know, they then started to start their drive and we stopped it very, very quickly. Went and scored on the next one. So I'm really happy about that. But the difference between, you know, the amount of time that was on the clock, if we had have got it in straight in from the 4th and goal. I rate the fact that we went for it. I'm not going to lie. I rate the fact that we went from it. Because they started from a poor field position. And there's no guarantee that the Miami Dolphins could have kicked the ball, downed it, stopped them inside their own, inside their own 10, which I rate the fact that we went for it. It shows balls, and that's one of the things I really want to see from this Miami Dolphins team, is a set of balls. Look, I mean, there was a few big moments. Devontae Parker, I thought, played really quite well. Of course, the rain delay, or the lightning storm delay, the weather delay, we'll call it the weather delay, obviously halted things massively, but the Dolphins came back from it really well. We were more adaptive to it than definitely the Bills were. They, I think, got 3 plays in the third quarter. We really managed the clock well. We did everything that we needed to do. We took enough time off the clock. Yeah, but unfortunately, we just conceded at the end, and that was the sucker punch. You know, we went and drove right the way up the end again to get a touchdown with Gesicki scoring it. I was really, really happy for him. I thought he played fantastic today. Some really big moments. Of course, the one-handed catch is insane. I think he's going to be one of the best players the Dolphins have for years to come, I must be honest. But unfortunately, you know, we are dealt with the fact that we didn't win the game, and as much as we have had these good moments, you know, Devontae Parker played well, Gesicki played well, Fitzpatrick run the ball, to be fair, and we did have somewhat of a running game. You know, Howard managed to get in the end zone, but at the end of the day, we didn't win. You know, and as much as I'm all for the, you know, winning game or being in games and being closer and being closer, you do have to win games. On the flip side of that, not going to lie, let's look at this as a positive. A lot of people, I always watch the NFL, you know, analysts give their predictions about the week. I do it every single week, without fail. One person had the Dolphins winning this week. One person. And normally it's none, to be fair. And to only lose by 3 is a hell of a lot closer than most NFL analysts had. Cynthia, whatever her name is, always does the projections based purely on what's happened before and analytics and all this stuff. You know, she had us getting whacked pretty much. But, you know, we held that. To be fair, I mean, Josh Allen, again, he was brilliant. You know, let's not take away from anything. He is a classy act. And unfortunately, that'll be us in a few years once Tua kind of gets going. Not us at the moment. Okay, that's fine. But, you know, that is where we are. That'll be us in a few years' time. But he's got a weapon. He's got a huge weapon in Diggs, and he just made the most of it. Plus a handful of others as well around their team. You know, they make the most of the opportunities that go their way. The Dolphins, we didn't make the most of the opportunities. Kyle Van Noy probably could have had an interception, pick 6 even, you could argue. Xavier Howard, of course, had a drop. Bobby McCain just came way too deep. There was opportunities for the Dolphins to score, whether it be on interceptions, whether it be on takeaways. Had a couple of good sacks. I'm really happy with how the defensive line played. But again, you know, it's far from a perfect performance, but there is definitely positives to take from it. So to only lose by 3 and to be in it, definitely going into the last minute of the game, is something I'm really happy about, really kind of proud of. But, I mean, you can't, at some point you need to get a win. It'd be really interesting, to be fair. We've played 2 very good sides so far. The Bills will be right there, up there in the playoffs. The Patriots will always be in the playoffs, of course. Are they going to be in there this year? Who knows? They'll definitely be in and around it. So, again, we'll call them a decent side. But on Thursday Night Football, we've got Jacksonville. And I do see that generally an opportunity for us to pick up our first win. I'm not going to lie. I think it'll be tough. I will be doing a live stream for it. It'll be very, very early hours in the morning here in London, so please do support it. And also, as this is going on, you can also, if you are watching this on Premiere, give me a super chat, which would be sick. Which is just a side note. But I will be doing a video for that. We're doing 2 videos for that, of course, my reaction and the live stream. And I do generally see that as a big opportunity for the Dolphins. A team that is scoring points, don't necessarily want to win games, weirdly, I don't know why. But yeah, no, it's going to be an interesting one. And I think this is a real opportunity to, bear in mind, we kept ourselves in 2 quite tough games, especially this one. We kept ourselves in it for quite a long way. All of a sudden, if we can just kind of get that out of the flow, get kind of the rhythm going, and all of a sudden we beat a team, who knows where we can end up. I think a lot of people are still looking about where we're going to be in draft pick-wise. A lot of people are saying that we want to go and have Trevor Lawrence, which I don't believe at all. But you can see where the argument is. Do we just accept where we are and just take a very decent draft pick, or do we actually try and go for it? I don't think we're going to make the playoffs, but still, 5, 6, 7 wins, I'd be well happy with that this season. It's just a case of where they're going to come from. We have got quite a tough schedule this year, unfortunately, but it's one of those things. It is what it is. If we can improve going forward, which is what I like to see, then I'll be really, really happy. If we can't, then questions have got to be asked. But very simply, from the team where we were last year, we got blown out pretty much twice by the Buffalo Bills. Now we've given them a proper game, and unfortunately they've got that established QB now, a young established QB, which is a great combination to have for them, one of the best teams I think there is in football. Then yeah, I just think it's one of those things. It's not a nice loss, but unfortunately it is one of those things. I'm not happy, but I'm satisfied, shall we say. So yeah, that's it from me. Take care, stay safe. Up the Miami Dolphins, fins up, and subscribe if you're new around here. I'm trying to push for a couple of 100 subscribers come the end of the NFL season, so that'd be massively appreciated if you can do that. So yeah, take care, stay safe, up the fins, and I'll see you soon for loads more content.